D'accord, c'est ça. Je suis ok. Et ouais. Voilà. Tu peux être pour.
Guys, I remember one of these days going to play basketball and wearing my hoodie, and I saw a lady falling down. And I went to help. Yeah, that's what you will do as well. I went to help, and the lady started shouting at me.
I've just been out with some friends, and it was time for me to go home. On my way home, I noticed this woman. She was a bit unsteady on her feet, but I didn't think much of it. And suddenly, I know she must have fallen off the curb or tripped over or something. She lands on the floor, and all her stuff goes everywhere. Well, the natural reaction is to go over, is to rush over and help. So I went over, but as soon as I bent down to help her, she started screaming at me.
I remember very well that there was a pub, and because I was wearing a hoodie, the people from the pub came out, and they started saying things like the guy in the hoodie was trying to steal something from the lady on the floor, and I was just trying to help.
Well, she was making such a noise that all the people in the pub heard her, and they all came out, and they started having a go at me as well, as if I was trying to rob her. But all I was trying to do was help, and it's what anybody of us could do. But they weren't having any of it. They were shouting, saying I was trying to steal, trying to hurt her. I didn't know what to do.
Yes, this happens sometimes, yeah. That when people see you in a hoodie, they think that you are a bad person. They start judging you. You are one person that tries to steal things to other people and stuff like that. But I wasn't that person. I was trying to do something good, help someone. And these people just keep thinking that and saying that loud, that I was trying to steal something. And I couldn't get that, you know. I left that place because that wasn't my place. So I left.
So we had the woman screaming at me, we had the people screaming at me. I was trying to explain, all I'm trying to do here is help this poor lady who's fallen over. And they weren't having any of it. And it's just getting worse and worse. Well, I didn't know what to do. So, the only other option I had, just to walk off.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Croydonians. My name is Fatima. Over here we have Victor. Over here we have Miguel. Down there, Will, Smita, and the lovely Joan. The story you just heard is actually a true story for one of us. But my question for you is, whose story is it?
Ìwọ lolólùfẹ́ mi ó jọ̀wọ́ dákun mi máa kọ̀ mí sílẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ìwọ ni mo fẹ́ràn, I love you ní gbogbo ayé mi. Ìfẹ́ bí èjì òwúrọ̀ látàbàlá Elédùmarè ló ti ṣẹ̀ wá. Ìfẹ́ tó korò mínímíní tábà ń ayé kan ò lè bàjẹ́ o. Olólùfẹ́ fẹ́ràn mi láì ṣẹ̀tàn. A máa lówó lọ́wọ́, a máa bímọ lémọ, a máa ṣayọ̀ máyọ̀, a máa ṣọlọ́mọlá ká ṣàmúfẹ́ Elédùmarè ṣẹ láì ṣẹ̀tàn. Ìfẹ́ bí èjì òwúrọ̀ látàbàlá Elédùmarè náà ti ṣẹ̀ wá. Ìfẹ́ tó korò mínímíní tábà ń ayé gan lè bàjẹ́ o. Olólùfẹ́ fẹ́ràn mi láì ṣẹ̀tàn. Ìwọ lolólùfẹ́ mi ó jọ̀wọ́ dákun mi máa kọ̀ mí sílẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ìwọ ni mo fẹ́ràn, I love you ní gbogbo ayé mi.
Home
Up now.
is what I choose.
Listen, when I feel comfortable,
When I can be who I want to be.
I like my peace, to feel relaxed.
To be at ease and happy.
To feel released.
In charge of what's happening around me.
You get there and it's quiet and there's only the water, the ripples on it, no one in it, and it's easy, peaceful and serene. It's nice and quiet and I have to sit there feeding the ducks and people come up and chat.
Two strangers meeting, but there is a friendship there.
It's an emotional anchor, somewhere where I can always go.
To unwind.
Think
तो
so.
इसकी
Yeah,
वजह
yeah,
से
yeah.
मुश्किल में फिर जाते हैं
Go on,
Someone
to us.
कभी नहीं भूल पाएंगे हम उनको
Ever.
कभी नहीं भूल पाएंगे
There are people you never forget.
He went off his schedule just to drop me home. A complete stranger did something like that for me.
I have no clue where the shops were, where to get crockery from, or where to buy fabric from. This couple, they took me everywhere. They were complete strangers to me, but they took me everywhere.
We had no family here. We had no one else, and these two people completely there. They were always there, and we were complete strangers to them.
The neighbours knocked on the door and spoke to my father in Spanish. Obviously we couldn't understand. They asked him, "You've got two boys, would they like to come and play and hang out with us?" And then he said, "But they don't speak Spanish." And they said, "Well, that's not a problem. We got a dictionary." And that was it.
That's feeling welcome. It really is.
Language is really funny.
When my boy was 2 years old, he'd gone to the small little village in Italy. And we were the only brown-skinned people there. I sort of felt like a chocolate powder on the froth of cappuccino. Everybody was staring at us. And one evening, we had to get milk for him, so we thought we'd go for a walk in the small little village. We went for a walk. We went to this tiny little shop and asked the lady, "Lady, can we have some milk?" The lady looked at us. Then we said, "Milk? Milk?" She didn't seem to understand. I was thinking, how can somebody not understand milk in English? You just take it for granted. And then we said, "Milk? Milk?" No, she wasn't understanding. She kept giving us all kinds of other things from the store. And then finally, my husband said, "Milk? Moo!"
Yes, latte.
Milk.
And when I come here, I didn't go out that much. I didn't know nothing about England. I used to go to the library and I was borrowing a Spanish book. And the lady behind the counter asked me if I was learning Spanish. I said, "No, I speak Spanish." And she told me that she was from Spain. We spoke in Spanish for a while, and she said that if I need someone to explain something, I could ask her. Maria, Spanish librarian.
The Biggin Hill Memorial Library is also a swimming pool. I go there after work, and that is the magic hour. Home is what I choose.
When I feel comfortable,
When I can be who I want to be.
I like my peace, to feel relaxed.
To be at ease and happy.
To feel release.
That's what I choose.
And going back to the first story, it's actually Joan's story, by the way.